how to manage your emotions so well that nothing or no one can take away your peace. And this is not coming from a place of be stoic, have no feelings, react to nothing, because everyone, no matter who you think they are, has that voice in their head where they react to things, has that voice in their head where they feel jealous or they feel insecure, or they feel angry. The trick is incorporating the pause between reaction and action. I think the best day-to-day example for this is driving. The reason why people get so angry driving, and I'm in South Florida, drivers here are actually crazy. The reason why they get so angry is because subconsciously they have agreed to a set of rules in their mind. For example, if someone honks at me, the rule is that I need to respond with anger. For example, today I was driving someone to the airport and I was up looking at the red light. It turned green for literally 0.1 second and the person behind me started on their horn so loud. And then once I continued driving peacefully, they skirted their car right next to me in the lane next to me and gave me just like the dirtiest look. I was not in the wrong there. They were clearly reacting so angrily to nothing and taking their anger out on me. But that doesn't mean that I have to react. That doesn't mean that I have to agree to the subconscious set of rules that I have to react. And once you operate from that mindset, once you start to pay attention to what are the set of rules, the subconscious set of rules of reaction that I have in my own head, you become the creator of your life. You become extraordinarily powerful because you are no longer in a state of reaction like everyone else is. You are no longer unconsciously reacting to things. You are creating. You are out of survival mode and you are into creative mode. And this is where you get extremely powerful. Just like the Ram Dass quote, when somebody provokes your anger, the only reason you get angry is because you're holding on to how you think something is supposed to be. You're denying how it is. Then you see it's the expectations of your own mind that are creating your own hell. You'll see that a lot of your emotional suffering is created by your models of how you think the universe should be and your inability to allow it to be as it is. Let's practice this in real time, shall we? Think of someone who annoys the living daylights out of you, okay? This could be someone who tries to belittle you, who is clearly insecure, so they try to insult you or bring you down. This could be an ex that triggers you. This could be a coworker or a boss that really just grinds your gears. Think of this person. And now I want you to think of them doing something so annoying to you, something so frustrating. For example, in my research lab, I had someone that I was working with that I really didn't like. She was just the opposite of me in every way. She just was constantly needing to prove herself, gossip about other people, collect all of this drama and just share it. There were so many moments where I thought, why are you telling me this? These are intimate details of someone else's life. Why do you think this is something that needs to be broadcasted? She was also trying to gather intel on my boyfriend through me. She was just a very interesting person, right? And I used to get so bothered by this girl. When she walked in the room, I would clench myself and I would feel so guarded and all of a sudden feel so uncomfortable. And this is someone that I was working with daily. So this was a pattern that I consistently put myself through. Do you notice what I said there? Put myself through. But my love, do you have your person? You have your person? Okay, wonderful. Whoever or whatever can control your emotions is your master. When I was in that state of reactivity, that girl was my master, because I would be having a wonderful day. And as soon as I was put on a project with her, or if I had to work with her, I would allow my day to be ruined. It wasn't until a few weeks of this happening where I realized, why am I allowing this rando that I don't even vibe with, that is clearly on a very different path than me? Why am I allowing this person to dictate my internal feeling state? And I understand it is easier said than done. But just like everything, it is a skill. Once you get out of survival mode and decide that you can be in creative mode, that's when you see that you have a choice. You can either choose to stay in the same patterns of being frustrated by this person, or you can allow yourself to pause before acting. Notice how the reaction appears in your body. Oh my gosh, I just saw my ex and he's so annoying, and now my throat is tightened up and my heart drops after seeing him. Notice that. Just watch it. Watch the emotion appear in your body. Watch the instant thoughts that come up in your head. And then continue to act exactly how you were before. Do not allow this external thing to influence you. And once you continue this skill of tapping into your inner reaction first, and then acting according to how you want to act, not influenced by anything outside of you, you have become the master of your emotions. Round of applause. Because you'll notice 90% of the people around you are still in survival mode. They are not in creative mode. Notice how even when you consume information online, like you're watching this video right now, you are reacting to me. It could be positively, it could be negatively. But notice how if you respond to me negatively, if you're like, ew, that's wrong. Why is she saying it like that? Why is she making these Minecraft references? Notice how that negative response arises in you. Do you want to feed that? Do you want to continue throughout your day holding that energy? Or do you want to shake it off? You want to recognize it first and then shake it off and then go throughout your day according to you, according to what you want to do, according to your own moral compass and your own values? Or do you want to allow yourself to be easily influenced? When I used to get extremely bad, intrusive OCD thoughts, I was diagnosed with OCD when I was like 11 or 12. A terrible habit that I used to do was I used to go on Reddit to try and self-diagnose. I used to go on Reddit to try and look for cures or what other people thought. And depending on what that specific forum said, I would get a certain reaction in my body, either positive or negative, and I would act based on my reaction. I would form my own opinions based on what these random people online said. And I understand, yes, that's what it's used for. But do you also see how that is completely taking the power out of my own hands? Because I haven't even paused to assess if I want to listen to these people. Just like how when you thought of your person earlier, have you paused and assessed whether or not you want them to be the master of your emotions? Before you realize it, we are all going to be dead. And now, look, I understand that's a cliche, but I watched my father pass away in front of me with a malignant brain tumor. He was one day an active, intelligent, incredible man. A year and a half later, he was a small, skinny, vulnerable host of a terrible disease. You need to shake yourself and ask, are the things that I am sinking my time and energy into right now really worth my time and energy? Do I deserve to be in this constant state of reaction and have all of these people and things outside of me be my master? Dude, look at the beauty standards. Look at aesthetics. Look at what the Western world deems as successful. Who decided this crap? And we're just all buying into it. But you don't have to. And by choosing that, by having that courage, you become so damn powerful. And again, be so gracious with yourself throughout this process because it is lifelong. But if you clicked on this video, you are already one step ahead. And I'm so proud of you. If you resonated with this, tell me your story down below in the comments or send me an email or a DM. I love hearing from you guys so much. And I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Stay on that creative mode, okay?